Good evening, everyone. This is third part of this chapter, Sports and Nutrition, Physical Education Class 12th. In this part, we are going to discuss the pitfalls of dieting, food intolerance, and myths about food. Before this, we already have discussed BMI and compound of food. First of all, we have to learn or we have to understand what is pitfalls. Pitfalls means some hidden dangers, or we are discussing about the pitfalls of dieting. To being fit and to look like perfect, people used to do dieting, but due to incomplete knowledge of dieting, people used to various technique of weight loss such as taking pills, fasting, reducing calories consumption, exercise. But there are some dangerous pitfalls of dieting that need to be checked for reducing weight in healthy way. There are some pitfalls of dieting like eating too small amount of food. In dieting, people take just 1500 to 1800 calories per day. But this is not sufficient to meet the daily requirements. This may result in massive weight loss and other related health problems. The next is more drinking than eating. In order to reduce calories consumption, more drinks are taken like juice, soda, tea, and coffee with sugar. These increase the weight. The next is skipping meals. Not taking breakfast, lunch, dinner, or proper meal reduce the metabolic rate. Then the body start conserving energy. This also result in more intake of calories in next time. So next pitfalls of dieting is not performing exercise. No exercise reduce the level of metabolism and there are no burning of calories. In that case, dieting will not be effective. So, to proper result of dieting, we should know proper knowledge of dieting. The next topic is food intolerance. As the name indicates, food intolerance is the intolerance of certain elements in some food that cannot be properly processed by our digestive system. It is quite common to have an adverse reaction to a certain food, but in most cases, it is an intolerance rather than a true allergy. There are some similar symptoms of allergy and food intolerance, but allergy is quite more dangerous than food intolerance. That's why people got confused between allergy and food intolerance. Food intolerance usually comes on gradually, but if we talk about allergy, that allergy comes on suddenly. Food intolerance only happen when you eat a lot of a particular food. The next topic is myth about food. There are various food myths in India as well as over the world. When, how, and what to eat are question confusing many people. People believe in these myths because the myths seem credible. Now we have advanced scientific knowledge. We can dispel these myths. The most common food related myth which are still in societies are drinking water while eating make us fat. Don't consume milk immediately after eating fish. Potatoes make us fat. Avoid eggs because they increase the cholesterol level. As we know, a fat is nutritive compound of food, but without exercise we can't lose our weight. The next topic is sports nutrition. Sports nutrition is a study of nutrition that deal with the nutrition requirement of sports person. Sports nutrition plays an important role to attain excellence in sports. The appropriate proportion of vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, fat, protein, and fibers are essential for the proper nutrition of a sports person. A proper diet is very important for a sports person to perform well. For a sports person athlete, it is essential that to take a balanced diet as a lot of physical activity and endurance is needed to in sports. There are some factors which affect diet. These factors are age, sex, and body surface area. Diet differ from age to age. Youngster need different type of food both in quantity as well as quality as compared to older people who need diet in less quantity and with lesser fats. The second factor is types and duration of activity. Diet also depend on types of activities that we do and their duration. The next factor is eating habits and social customs. Eating habits and social customs also affect the diet of an individuals. The next factor is climatic factors. Food varies in different climates, like the diet is different in summers as compared to winters. The next factor is health status. If you are in a good state of health, then you will have good diet, whereas unhealthy individual can't have a similar diet. During any sports competition or tournament, we need different kind of fluid and meals to better performance in tournaments. We can categorize the fluid and meals in three parts: the pre-competition meals, during competition meals, and post-competition meals. The pre-competition meals is important for sustaining energy, boosting body to better performance, hydrating the body. So we can say the pre-competition meals is important for the better performance in any tournament. During competition meals provide speed hydration and recoveries. The post competition meals provide recovery of these muscles or cell, rehydrate the body, build the muscles, and improve future performance in sports. So these kind of meals are very important to better performance in sports. So this chapter sports and nutrition now is completed, and after this we will start the next chapter planning in sports.